Reckless talk. Son of a gangster. Hey, reckless talk. But I got expensive habits. Don't step in salt.
So, FC Porto 1, Arsenal 0. Wow. What can I say? Quite a disappointing game. Disappointing in the sense that it was for the last 90 plus minutes. There was no goal by the between the teams. Last minute, by the way, to the whistle being blown for some reason. Was it Geno? I think so. FC Porto gets the ball back in the net. David Raya, what the fuck, man? Honestly speaking, what was that? Clearly, but they should have done better. There's just something with Arsenal, but then it comes to, there's just something with Arsenal. We basically have a very poor, bad record history of all these teams, but in the Europe, we just don't have that European pedigree. I remember last season, but then we were playing in the Europa Cup, actually bundled out by, was it Sporting Lisbon? And that was the time, but then Saliba got injured. So there's just something about Arsenal with this European pedigree. We basically just don't have it. For FC Porto, it was a winnable side. For some reason, we just win the game. I don't know whether it's, I don't know. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you made of the game. But from my own personal analogy, from what I noticed by the game, the first half were evenly balanced. FC Porto, by the way, you have to give it to them. But they were quite agile. In fact, even when I was live streaming the game, I kept on saying this. Even guys dropped their comments, by the way, and kept on saying that it was quite an evenly balanced side. For some reason, I think when we got into the second half, somehow, by the way, we picked up form. They dropped form. We had several corners for this game. Did we have any shot on target? We had 0 shots on target, but if I'm not wrong, I might look at the stats, but from what I saw, by the way, we had 0 shots on target. So it's one of those games that I don't know exactly what Mikel had planned, because even looking at the bench, I think he only made one sub. He only made one sub actually. Trossard, very poor, but during the whole game, extremely poor for Trossard. But he's one of those players that, from what I've noticed, he's not very consistent. Him and Martinelli, those games that these guys just keep on hiding. With Martinelli has dropped form. Looking at Trossard, by the way, he's a player who, off the bench, but he's actually, he's more like those kind of players who, off the bench, they really create an impact within the team. But give him a full 90 minutes. We noticed it, but in the Burnley game, despite the fact that he scored, we noticed in the Burnley game, we've seen him, but he's been exposed, but in this Champions League game. But anyway, looking on the flip side, all is not lost. All is not lost. They basically still have to come to the Emirates, but man, it's one of those disappointing nights. There's nothing as disappointing as I mean, what time is it right now? I think it's probably 1 right now over here. Spending all those minutes, man, sacrificing my night, sacrificing my sleep, just to come and be beaten by FC Porto 1. Then the last 95 minutes of the game, the last minute of the game ending, man, that was quite a disappointing performance. Now, one of my main concerns, by the way, for this game, when we're doing my match preview, I was hoping actually we'd go, because we've been having a very good run of our teams. We've been having actually a very good run. If you look at the Premier League, we now have like 21 goals, and we still don't have a striker. My worry comes in the sense that we have this game. We have quite a tough game, by the way, this weekend, Newcastle, and I was hoping, but this is the kind of game, owing to the fact we've been having a good run, I was hoping that we'd bury this game early, just the way we've been burying games in the Premier League. I was hoping, but they would go 2-3 nil up in the first half, and then keep on rotating it. But you see, we've been drained of our energy. And but then Newcastle is actually physical, very, very, very physical side. Even though they have so many injuries right now, they're not really on form right now. But it's going to be a very tough game. It's a home game. I mean, we've been drained of our energy. First of all, by the way, bearing in mind that it was an away game, there was the jet lag bit part of it when these days, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know how things are going to be right now in the Premier League, but remember in the Premier League right now, but the things are actually quite tight. You saw Man City, but they beat Brentford yesterday 1-0. Liverpool, but there's gone past Luton 4-1, despite the fact that Luton scored fast. So anyway, listen, let me calm down. All is not lost. FC Porto is yet to still come to the Emirates. But anyway, drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let me know what you think of the game. Make sure you share, subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the next one.